1917 Ford Model TT. So we're taking a break from vintage shopping to come hang out at the Edison and Ford Summer Estates, which is an absolute lie because we're going to go vintage shopping after. How cute is this, though? I've got the fam with me today. Oh, the dynamo is over here. Look at this. Wow. Lots to see here. We're actually awaiting the tour now. But we'll look and see. They've got a Cadillac here. Yeah, absolutely. Look at the Cadillac. There is a connection to Ford, and it shows you here. And pretty much the reason is that he was starting motor companies. Here's the Ford right here. And what happened is his first one went out of business. Then he went into business with another company, and then they wanted to make a more expensive car. This is me trying to recollect, so hopefully I'm right. They wanted to make a more expensive car, and they ended up him wanting to make a car for the working class. Ended up doing Ford Motor Company. Before it was the Henry Ford, I believe. Great. What are you doing? Huh? No, I just want to know what you're doing on your phone. Great. Just look. I just love it. I love the details on this. That is fantastic. Look at that. Mr. Fox is here. Jay, do you recollect he did the Henry Ford Corporation first, then he partnered and did the Cadillac, and then he got left there and did the Ford Motor.
Cadillac jumped away from him.
Because
first Ford company Cadillac bought out because they wanted to do something, and then Ford.
Right, because he was going under, right?
Well, they wanted, and then he started the Ford Motor Company.
Do you see Grayson? Can you find him? I think what I'll do is I'll probably film the tour that's coming up in a half hour or so. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to be intrusive. It's also family time. But maybe I'll film part of the tour. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Is absolutely beautiful. As vintage and antique collectors, you could totally appreciate this room for sure. I mean, look at the colors, the hand painting of it. That one looks like it's hand painted as well. Whoa. But just look at that. Spectacular. I've only been inside one other time last year. It reminds me of the, what is it? The Calliope that's inside the Grand Floridian, because it's a calliophone. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But the Grand Floridian has Big Bertha inside the 1900 Park Fair restaurant that plays like every hour on the hour, I believe. Look at these cabinets. The Adela Amberola, the Edison Standard is the one there in the middle. I do have some Edison records. Those containers, they have a very soft, I guess it's not really felt. It almost feels like wool on the inside. If you've never collected one, they're really neat. Let's look at the cameras. You could always pause and look at things. Just incredible. I think that's where we started. I do have one more walkthrough. Let me show you one more thing, and then I'll probably I'm going to post just a couple, and then I just want to get back to the kiddos. I want to see what the grandkids think of it. Whoa. Like I said, I mean, you could totally appreciate the antique. Hepplewhite, Edison. Wow. Sculpture of Thomas Edison. 1996. Carved by Rod Beckland. That's beautiful. I'm always afraid of things that work the first time. When I made my first recording on the phonograph, shouting in it, Mary had a little lamb with fleece of the whitest snow, and it reproduced perfectly. I was never so taken back in my life. Thomas Edison, Fort Myers Press, July 1920. And in case I forgot to tell you all, we are in Fort Myers, Florida.
Unknown caller.
Unknown caller is calling currently. Oh, that's annoying. We're gonna let the kids do the scavenger hunt today. Ooh, gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Charles Edison, Hallett Davis and Company. Charles Edison's Hallett Davis Company Baby Grand. There's Edison at this piano. What the heck, guys? Look at this. Like literally. It says the light fixture on display is called the Electroller. Invoices show that Edison had light fixtures shipped down and installed here when he closed his Menlo Park lab in New Jersey. Oh, look at that. Unbelievable. Just beautiful. So Ford and Edison was first down here, but then his friend Ford came. Firestone used to be down here as well. And on this property, Edison, well, they had a laboratory. You'll see that. I'll video that later. And they did, before wartime, trying to create a better rubber for tires for Firestone, when in fact the war efforts came out, and I think everything needed to go towards war efforts. So I think at the time something was produced that was better, which actually was rubber. I'm not sure. Before it wasn't actually that. I'll know more later. This is just me speaking from memory. All right, guys, we're gonna stop for now, and then we'll pick up on another video.